One, our boss may be moody, or our employees may not be submissive, or there may be the stress, we're not meeting our sales target, or we're not getting the right occupation or job, or the wife is sick, or the children are sick, or this problem or that. For so many problems are there in life. How to cross over it? Some people, they take shelter of drinking. But this doesn't solve the problem. This makes the problems worse. But if we take shelter of Krishna through His holy names, then all this ocean of problem become reduced to a small quantity of water which we can easily cross over. Problems become reduced. In the Skanda Purana, it is given that if we chant the name Hari, these two syllables, Hari, it will steal away so much sin, just take away from us, relieve us. Throughout all the Shastras, it is recommended we chant His names of Krishna. In this age of Kali, this is not a new process, but this process has not been popularized, has not been revealed. This is a process which everyone can perform. They can chant the mantra. So Lord Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, He came and revealed this. He had the King Pratap Rudra chanting, He had the Sudras chanting, He had everyone chanting. He had the pig herders chant Hare Krishna. So from whether one was the greatest Brahmana or Shankaracharya, or whether it was a pig herder, whoever he might be, everyone He told to chant the holy name of Krishna. There's no hard and fast rule to how to chant, when to chant. Even whether you're a suchi or asuchi, whether a lady is clean or unclean, whether one is have a death in the family, there's no restriction on chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. There may be a restriction to come to temple or to perform karma kandas, but to perform Harinama, there's no restriction. One can go on chanting, there's no hard and fast rules. And therefore we are trying to encourage everyone to take up this chanting, regularly study the Bhagavad Gita. I'm very glad that some devotees are gathering here every Friday in the morning. Today in the morning I think there was another function, so they shifted to this time. They're gathering and studying Bhagavad Gita or Srimad Bhagavatam, and they're chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra. These simple processes can bring one great transcendental upliftment. After all, what is a human being for? Human being is meant to become spiritually advanced. Every animal is eating and sleeping and having sex life and fighting. Those are going on in animal kingdom. So there's also going on human kingdom. Well, what is the difference between an animal and a human? The animal has got no dharma, but a human being has got dharma. Pashu plus dharma, animal plus religion equals human. If you take out the religion from a human being, you have nothing left but an animalistic tendency. So in this age, there's the Yuga Dharma. The specific recommendation for this Kali Yuga is to chant the Harinam. Krite Dayatong Vishnum Chaitaya Yachata Makai Dwarpayam Paricharjayam Kalo Tat Harikirtanat. In Satya Yuga was meditation, one could achieve perfection. In Treta Yuga it was Hom Yajna, the performance of sacrifice. In Dharma Yuga it was worship in the temple, and in Kali Yuga, Hari Kirtan, chanting the names of Hari. So we hope that everyone will take advantage of the Yuga Dharma. This is recognized by all the Shastras, by all the Acharyas. Take full shelter of chanting the holy names, and this way your life will become blissful and sublime. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Any questions? Your question is that if somebody takes up the chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra, but others that they don't appreciate, they oppose that chanting, then what we should do in that circumstance? Of course, chanting Hare Krishna is the first step. This is a universal step that people can practice from any stage of spiritual advancement. But if someone wants to go deeper into the science of Bhakti Yoga, then they can go up to the full perfection. So if somebody wants to go deeper, the 12th chapter Bhagavad Gita explains about Bhakti Yoga. It gives the processes in a nutshell about serving Lord Krishna. Also, 18th chapter Bhagavad Gita gives more details. We could fully surrender to Krishna. Sarva dharman parityaja mamekang saranang bhaja ahang tang sarva papebhyo mokshami ma sucha. Well, Lord Krishna said, you simply put your single-pointed faith in me, and I will deliver you from all the sinful reactions. You will come to me without any doubt. You should give up all other shelters, all other religious shelter, dharmas. Simply take shelter of Lord Krishna. So when we take, that's the higher step. By chanting Hare Krishna, one can get the strength to take the full shelter of Krishna as a devotee. And when you're working, when you're facing difficulties, whether in work or home, you can surrender to Krishna, taking solace from His advice, from His instructions, and leading your life according to His dictates. And in this way you'll find that the difficulties that you're facing, you can cross over them. Just like Hanuman and all the armies of Ram could cross over the ocean when they built the bridge by throwing the mountain tops into the ocean, and Lord Rama made them float. We can cross over the difficulties very easily by taking the shelter in the Lord. So chanting Hare Krishna is one of the means of re-establishing our relationship. We need to find a bona fide guru who will guide us in the practical day-to-day trials that we face. What are the techniques of how to take shelter of Krishna? This is a practical science. Just like Arjuna, he had to face his brothers, his cousins, his gurus, his teachers, his uncle, his grandfather. In the battle of Kurukshetra, he was not eager to fight all these relatives. It was a fratricidal war. But Krishna told him to fight for the higher cause, not thinking about all these material considerations. To fight on behalf of Krishna to establish dharma. that rather than rule of might, there should be rule of right. So, Arjuna, he went into the battle simply depending upon Krishna. Now surely whatever difficulties we had to face in the home or in the office or workplace cannot be as intense as the battle of Kurukshetra was. I mean, there was bloodshed and killing and screaming and shouting, and there's a full war going on. There can be nothing more intense and aggressive and bewildering than a war scene, isn't it? So Krishna could guide Arjuna through those difficulties. Arjuna took Parthasarthi, took Krishna as his charioteer. Similarly, we take the Guru, who is a representative of Krishna. He helps us from outside as our guide. And from inside in the heart, Krishna guides us as Antarjami, the super soul. And this way we can cross over the difficulties. We need to chant because this brings us, I said, it's like telephone. You can connect with Krishna. So that keeps the connection alive. So that you can get the instruction and guidance from Guru and Krishna. And have the strength, the inner strength to follow those guidances. Just like Arjuna, he followed the advice of Krishna and became victorious against all the odds in the battle of Kurukshetra. Thank you for your nice question. Chant Hare Krishna and be happy. Is there any other question?